Welcome to Godonology. Before the first Adam moved, a question was posed in the courts of heaven. A being of surpassing beauty and wisdom, an anointed cherub, turned inward upon his own splendor and asked, "Can a created being sustain its own glory? Can it be its own source?" The question was not curiosity. It was accusation. Creation was therefore the laboratory in which the verdict would be proven. To render the demonstration conclusive, the creature must possess genuine will and reflective glory. Adam was the subject. Placed in perfect environment with one boundary law: do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The law was the experimental firewall. Eve was not secondary. She was the most sensitive instrument in the experiment. If Adam corrupted the flow by seizing sourcehood, she would be the first and most intimate casualty. Adam crossed the boundary. The data point was recorded. The creature attempting autonomous sourcehood corrupts itself and its closest relational reality. But one data point is insufficient for a universal verdict. The experiment must run to its global conclusion. God permits the Adamic failure to replicate across generations. A man playing God over his wife leads to relational hell. A king playing God over his people leads to oppression. A culture playing God over truth leads to chaos. The history of the world compiles the evidence. Every war, genocide, broken home is a footnote in the divine ledger proving the thesis. Creature as source produces death. After millennia of accumulated toxicity, the Creator enters his own experiment as the control subject. Jesus Christ, the second Adam, is placed in the identical conditions. His response is the singular perfect data point: sustained dependence. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. On the cross, he allows the full concentrated poison of the failed experiment to be poured into his body. He absorbs the sum total of every corrupted source. The resurrection is the empirical QED. The body that absorbed the accumulated death of all creature as source failures bursts forth imperishable. The verdict is published in history.